Shit. Yeah, I got broadcast up for Les League. Yo. It's time to go.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jamar Taylor there on the coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A nice move by Nelson. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Rosen looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gun!
4th down. Here's Rosen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now McKinnon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch. And
just gotta look on the shades.
away with points.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarter... would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
McKinnon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They're turned away on 4th 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landing.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rosen on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They run once more with McKinnon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Brandon Williams, the big tackle, gets him down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go. Leopard! Leopard! I got him. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So out now come the Cardinals. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rosen. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, it's Patrick. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also...
Caught out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. pass on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And now look at him go. 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Detroit!
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What you say? Why? Yeah, okay. These Cardinals flying high, dog. I said these Cardinals flying high, dog. I scored 401 points and only let 92 points scored be scored on me. The closest person to me is Thunder. He got a 235 and he let them score 164. Everybody get the ball over here.
Yeah, see, we got two receivers with over 100 yards. And your running back got 81 yards in the season. Who does that?
I only had 7 rushing yards though. I didn't run the ball. That was the backup, Jay.
Jay was the backup?
Yeah.
No, we playing, what you gonna leave? What did you do? Probably leave. Oh man, guess what? We need to be able to play the fucking game. How about that? I'm not playing by Rachel. Rachel, you said you put up 400 points or something.
Yeah, nah, not 4 games. How many we in here? I'm 8-0, so it's 8 games. Nah, cause I'm not allowed to score more than 50 points on somebody, so I had to stop scoring most time at halftime.
Fuck you, put up 48. Let's take another 50. How about that?
That's how it be most times. It'd be 48, and then I have to stop scoring.
Oh wow. Somebody, I'm just about to leave this league. Cause I gotta play. Carlos League. I play. Listen, I play Sunday. Then I play. Oh, let's go. I play Sunday. Then I play you. Then I play biracial. Oh, my bad. That's not biracial. How the hell did Roster get this team? The Ravens. Oh, hey, what's some league games? My bad. What? They retired. Retired. Yeah. What's up, man? I'm gonna lose all my games. I'm gonna lose all my games anyway because I got that young line. All them rookies. Right. So I'm not worried about it. But that quarterback guy, that running back guy out of the draft. Yeah. I played against the number one guy. What's his name?
I'm right here, man. You only got it because I thought you was gonna do that dumbass pass trying to score, and you huddled the entire game.
I was talking about my running back.
Oh yeah, you had a couple big runs, bro. You are not. How many points did you score?
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, your team could be old, young, newborn, elderly. But man, you're trash, bruh. You trash, bruh. Cause I wasn't worried about it. How many touchdowns did he score?
2. That's it.
He scored no 2 touchdowns, bruh. You got a safety, a field goal, and 1 touchdown.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Chill out, yo.
All I'm saying is, don't worry about that big ass.
Huh.
I got a whole lot of first rounds coming up, so I'm not going to the next round. I'm just trying to rebuild the team. My offensive line, you going them away because they're nothing but rookies. The whole fucking line. All except the center. Center.
Man, you can have a 99 overall team, bruh. You could have a 99 overall team. I'm still gonna put these paws on your ass.
You call my house and I'm gonna blow your head off.
I mean, he ain't gonna do shit. You gonna shoot that gun and dislocate your goddamn shoulder, your old ass, man. Shut the fuck up.
Who's on with you right now? Your woman? Put her on. Let me talk to her.
Man, that's your retarded ass, man. What you gonna do is shut the hell up. You wouldn't do shit. Man, strong wind blow your old ass over, man. I called you so you could get these paws, nigga, like you always get. Man, I beat you. You at least scored this time, man. Man, you ain't give me nothing. I took that shit out your motherfucking hand. Bruh, you know what you didn't give me? Them 2 touchdowns on defense, man, with your fuck ass. You didn't give me shit. I use it every pick on your ass. 5 interceptions. All of them was mine. 1 interception, sir. 1. 1. 1. No, it's right here. It's 1. You tripping? Yo, daddy was somebody bitch, man. You better watch your mouth, man.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Well, I'm fat already. I'm your dad. So I'm pissed off about that. You don't like this shit. That's when you fall into
Look,
they got like little tails.
carry your old ass to bed, man.
Browns. I got your nigga anyway. At the Browns. What do you want from me? I got Josh Howard. Kennard. Got the middle linebacker. I think what you do. You give me all that. You give me all 3 of them. I'll give you all my picks. I got 2 first rounds. Running. Huh? Running. What you talking about, running? I got superstar, defensive tackle. I'll give up for first round. He's a rookie. Good job, man. Yeah, I need like a 90, 95. Oh, you know I do. I need one with in the first round. He's a rookie. 95 acceleration, 96 speed. Go look at him. Huh? Yeah. Go look at him. In the first round, you can have him. Oh no, you talking about the bad league? Oh no, I'm talking about it. In legendary league. He's talking about in the fold. Oh no, that is a Raider. That is a Raider. That's right, that is a Raider. That league, that is a Raider. You right? Well, how many do I have? Let's see how much I have here. I think I got a lot of picks here too. I got some players on the Seahawks who can move. Oh, you don't need on 95 to 96 speed, Nah, I don't need all that speed. Just 94, 96. Okay, yeah, I'm good. That's what I'm doing. This league, I got 2 first rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, second round. Huh? Oh, I know. Yeah, I got a first round first down right now. For who? Oh, my receiver? I would keep that over the bad. That's the number 3 first in the draft. Yeah, but if you win, it changes. It's not my pick. It's a bum's pick. Yeah, I'm a bum, but it's a bummer than me. That's fucked up. He said bummer than me.